Holy shit.
Or this might be a blooper clip I throw on Instagram. I don't know.
The bloopers.
Yeah, the bloopers. Remember that one guy's like, yo, we should put bloopers at the end of our movie?
Whack, yo. I'm happy the blooper days are over.
Bro, bloopers were like early 2000s comedies.
That was so
like
whack.
rom-coms and shit.
Like we were saying last week, the best bloopers were from probably Rush Hour 2.
Yeah.
And that's all we ever needed in life, you know?
Yeah.
But anyways, welcome to the Lost and Talks podcast, episode 61. We're in the 60s now. It's lit, yo.
Yeah.
Now we're in the 60s. Like before we were, but now we're in 61. So, you know, we're in it now. So,
sipping that goose. The goose in a fucking Burger King cup.
Yeah, yo.
Because I'm ghetto.
You got the basic perk. What the perks?
The perkies, yeah.
The perkies.
The Perkies cups.
Yeah.
Sipping on the perky cup.
Shit.
Some goose as well.
How's everybody doing? We're doing a late night ting today.
Yeah, I had a long day.
A long day, you know, recording reactions, you know, staying on top of things. Reactions take a while to do, especially when they're like 3-hour movies.
Yeah, yo. The last 2 days have been mad tired. Again, just weather. Snowed last night as well, too. Right? It was last night it snowed?
Yeah.
So today I just woke up frozen in my room because my man does sleep with my window. You know, I've said this before. Window and the fan are on. But I was just frozen when I woke up today. So I was terrified just to get out of my bed and from under the blankets.
Right.
But yeah, man, just chilling. Everything's blessed. How you guys doing? You good?
I'm doing all right.
Beautiful. How
Doing
you doing,
all right.
Kevin? You good?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Alcohol it hits so much quicker in the quarantine, yeah.
Yeah, man, it does. It's different. It's a different experience.
Yeah.
That's why I was drinking like I was before, man. Like it was disgusting, but it is what it is.
Yeah, tolerance has definitely gone down, and I feel the older I get, it gets worse or some shit. Because I feel like I used to drink a lot when I was younger.
I haven't partook in any marijuana since our trip.
Really?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Jeez.
partially because I'm just broke.
The fuck? I have some if you want.
Yeah, definitely. Fuck?
I could have smoked today.
What the hell?
I thought about doing the reaction on it, and I was like,
It would have been sick. I would have loved to watch Harry Potter flying. Yeah, but I haven't. Like, I just haven't. And I'm just like, I've been dying. Like, it's one of those things you're like, shit, am I addicted to this shit? Like, this shit is like, you can't be addicted. But no, it's like I just miss the feeling of, you know, just being toasty.
Yeah.
Toasty and a little cooked all day, you know?
Yeah.
And it's weird just being sober because I'm just like, I feel the difference. I just have energy. I'm just like, I'm wide-eyed and shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I definitely need to partake in some marijuanas ASAP soon. But yeah, man, we're doing a nice freestyle pod for you guys today.
We always doing the freestyle.
Yeah, we're trying to do the freestyles because, you know, just to get better at freestyling, you got to freestyle at the end of the day. So, you know, you miss all the shots you don't take. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something regarding stuff. Oh yeah, new Toronto Uprising playlist just went up the other day. Just uploaded. Dylan Ponders is the cover, and we just added some new artists on there just today, basically.
Let's name drop a bunch of people. Who do we got on there? We got like we got some older Toronto mans that have been up for a bit. You know, we got Jazz on there.
Yeah.
Dylan Ponders, you said. We got
Shaq is dope.
We got
Havaya
Mighty, Savannah Ray again.
Yep.
We got some new Claremont II, Young Clancy collab, which I'm fucking with heavy.
Yep.
And you know,
we got Kofi on there, of course. We got to get the Kofi. Travis Knight, we got on there. Toby. Then when we got some Gothro, we got Wiz the MC. A blessed lineup, honestly.
Couple mans we've been repping for a while.
Yeah.
Some older Toronto mans that have some new songs out. Yo, that Belly song, that shit hard.
That Belly song, yo. Space Jam
by Belly, if you're listening. Yo, that song is crazy.
No, by Belly. No,
sorry. Belly by Space Jam. My bad. I fucked your shout out. My bad.
Yeah, that song's hard if you guys didn't know. Also, the low-key Scarborough man, the low-key... we're going to be talking about this gentleman probably within the future. I might try to lock down an interview next year or some shit. but a new star to the game, Velo.
Velo.
Yeah, Velo. I don't know if you remember, but we talked about Velo with Kofi once.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, yo, have you guys heard about Velo?
Yeah.
You remember that? And we're like, nah,
Yeah,
we never
he's
heard
like
about
coming
Velo.
up, right?
He's like, yo, he's gonna be up
And
now.
you threw a song on there? He got a
Yeah,
new
so
one?
he just dropped a new
I
track.
haven't heard that song though.
Yeah, the song's hard. He has one of those voices, that stands out. He sounds like people are gonna say, oh, he sounds like Pop Smoke just because he has a deep voice, but he has a deep voice. He's Scarborough man apparently, so that's we got that new Velo phone call on there as well. So, yeah, very excited about this list. The last list for the year. I just wanted to keep it, kind of short. So this one's it's long, but it's an hour and a half, but it's shorter than the last two. The other two have been 2 hours or something. I don't even know. I had a lot of people on there, but I try to keep it nice and short and keep it quality. So that was fun.
We moved that to Twitch.
Yeah, we're officially now doing the Toronto Uprising playlist. If you want to get any submissions, you want to watch us do anything live when it comes to music submissions, and we might even start doing the podcast over on Twitch, at least a stream or something if anybody wants to watch it live instead of IG live. We'll probably move that over to Twitch sometime next year, but
Or we do like some after hours.
some shit,
I
yeah.
was thinking like some after hours version of the pod where it's like more laid back, whatever. We're just chilling.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we don't have to. We're not all like, okay, we have to keep talking.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, check us out on Twitch right now. We just got it started, so my goal for end of next year, end of 2021 is we could have 100 to 200 followers. That'll be lit. On Twitch. It's a new platform. We haven't really done anything on there yet. So yeah, feel free. Twitch.tv/Lost in Nostalgia.
Speaking of new platforms, do you want
Yeah.
to get into that real quick?
Yeah, we could talk about it. I don't know. Have all the
We don't have
insider
info. We don't have a lot of
information on
info, and it's too
What
new.
the?
Whoa.
What?
He's making out with
Yeah,
the monkey.
yeah. Well, guys, we're watching. We always got a movie running in the background, and we're watching Planet of the Apes, like the old one. And I forgot that I'm pretty sure they like fall in love or some shit. Like the scientist is infatuated by the. She like fucks.
Yeah,
her,
yeah,
she
yeah.
wants to fuck him basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
look who he has on the back of his horse.
Which like when you but when you like think about it, like it's basically like reverse bestiality
yeah,
because it's like to them they're like apes.
it's human.
to the
It's
apes.
humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting judged more for it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's like her fucking a monkey
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how the girl was a baddie and all this stuff, and then
Yeah.
he goes and he kisses the ape. That was crazy. I've never seen this movie, so
And the girl baddie's so dumb. She's like, I don't care. She's just like basically
Yeah.
like a mute, and she's just like basically savage.
damn, that's crazy.
Anyways,
Yeah, Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Yes.
Just getting started in Clubhouse. I created an account literally last week while the podcast was going on, low key. And then I got my account name and I got approved to basically have my account because I had some people on there that already know me. Shouts out them. But yeah, Clubhouse is a new app. I'm gonna tell you guys now, just because you're probably not gonna get on it anyways, unless you know somebody. But it's mad exclusive. And what it seems like it is it's like actually and literally a bunch of different like chat rooms and people basically having different discussions about specific topics. It's almost like having a bunch of podcasts channels, if you will, that you can kind of click through. And when I was able to actually gain access to the application, I found it very interesting. I think it's a really great idea that will most likely be stolen or bought out
Because that's
soon
another topic we're gonna get into after.
by one of the bigger, other companies. But
Well, I heard it was
definitely
kind of
something big.
started. It was like all like kind of Silicon ideas. It was started for something else and then kind of turned
Oh, yeah?
into something else. It was started as no, it's like it still holds the same idea, but it was intended at the beginning for like creatives to have more discussions and things like that. It was intended to be like a business and like
That's sick.
creative.
Well, I like that.
You just have different, and they do have that.
Yeah, they have that aspect.
But
to it.
then now there's more stuff where just you
Now
go
it's
on
just
and
gonna
people are
be
just
fuckery.
talking shit about.
yeah,
whatever.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
'cause-
Naturally, I feel like anything on the internet can't stay serious for long.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is,
It ends
I
up
mean, yeah,
becoming
it's inevitable.
stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Like when Instagram started, like I'll go to that real quick. When Instagram was new, I mean, no one was taking photos of their asses.
Yeah.
Like people were taking photos of like their food and like their animal.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
what
and their
the fuck?
lattes.
Or their lattes, you know what I mean? And then it became like basically a hub for OnlyFans and other random shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And fuckery.
And now a marketplace,
And now it's a market.
Yeah.
a farmer's market.
Now it's a marketplace
Yeah.
for brands. But go on. Yeah.
So yeah, with Clubhouse, I've only been in a few little discussions. I've never really talked in any, just because you get to, like, you have a certain amount of time and you could join the group and you have the opportunity to talk.
Yeah.
And if not, then you're in like this waiting room area where you could talk, or you're just a listener, you know?
Right.
But one of the first ones I listened to was, how to grow your podcast and da-da-da-da-da. And surprisingly, the creator or one of the developers of the app, she actually runs a lot of these chats and is one of the main moderators. So it's interesting to actually be able to see people interact and have conversations with the person that created this application about other stuff other than the app, right?
Yeah.
So she's giving great advice about podcasting, how to grow your podcast, and she had some other people that she had invited there to ask questions about how to grow their podcast, and other people that were able to enlighten us on that same subject as well, which was great to see. I also joined another one simply just because Joe Budden was in it. He was talking to a few people, and it was hilarious. It was about fucking pegging and dudes getting their asses ate. And I was like, this is kind of sus, but
Bruh.
what's Joe Budden doing here? Because I need to understand. So I hop in, and it's literally just this dude, and he's talking to a bunch of women, and Joe Budden's in there. And he's running through all the girls, letting them talk one by one. And he's like, so would you eat your man's ass? And then all the girls are like, yeah, or no. And they just explain their reason why. And then Joe Budden was like, yo, what the fuck is going on in here? And he just cut. And after he left, I was like, I got to get out of here.
So Joe Budden joined. Was he talking?
That's the only time he talked. He was listening, but he was one of the main people that could talk.
Oh.
Yeah, so he was just in there listening and whatnot.
So you could just hop in. You could just hop in any man's chat.
Yeah, you can hop into any of these conversations.
They have to accept it.
No.
What the fuck?
Apparently they can like kick you out though if you're.
They can kick you out if you're acting up or you're weird.
So we're just talking and some man just hops in, yo.
Yeah, and you're just listening. It's not like you can talk immediately.
Oh, and then you have to allow. Maybe you have to allow.
You have to allow the moderator has to allow you to be able to even and be part of the discussion.
All right, so they like join the clubhouse and then they can join the discussion.
Yeah,
or whatever.
And they can like look at your profile, and if they think you're like a waste,
already have.
kick you
by the
out
way,
before you talk.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
that's the part. Right?
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, Statue of Liberty.
He's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're talking about the end of what the fuck's this movie?
Planet
of the Apes. Yeah. I was just like, with this whole concept that Clubhouse is, I was just already running through ideas of how we can implement.
Yeah, we could definitely.
We could do stuff for playlists. You guys for Wave can do something.
Yeah.
You guys should make an account. He'll accept it.
Yeah.
And you guys could do like you could do something for Wave where you're doing like a chat for information. You know the recent Instagram thing you guys did. You could put that on Clubhouse instead.
Yeah.
I know it's a little new, so you might have to wait a little bit because not everyone has an account yet. But for now, I mean, we're on top. We're the first ones in, so we can start to play with it and figure out the best ways
see what's
to
popping
implement
in there.
what we can do. But I feel like there's a lot of shit we could do. Yeah, we could even do like some sort of podcast on there exclusively.
1000%. Exactly.
You know what I mean? For certain groups of people.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, we could probably host like the podcast somehow in there or do some type of discussion.
So when you're on it, you're just using your phone microphone. Whatever.
Yeah. That's
like
it.
You're talking on the phone.
Yeah, it's like you're on the phone.
Okay, that's the only thing. You got to use your phone, right?
There's no website or anything like that.
We can't use like these mics.
But it's fine. Like it's fine. They'll probably expand that later on in the future. But good thing is, you can close your phone and everything. It's literally just like running audio off your phone. Yeah, you can close your phone if you need to and answer calls and da da da.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
If everyone's on the same playing field using their phone, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not like one person's gonna have better quality than us. Yeah. Everyone's just, using the same thing. So
the reason why it's like super cool right now, at least, is because the main people that are able to get into this application right now, unless you've been invited or got somebody to push you to the front of the list, is just a lot of like label people, a lot of executives and like people that are in the industry in some kind of type of creative field, whether it be the music industry or video world or whatever. And they're all in this app because they all get the first access to it, right? And you could see them all having conversations, but with also just regular people. So it's a really cool opportunity to just gain some fucking knowledge while you're in there. And I was listening to fucking just like Young M.A. and Joe Budden and a few other people just literally just hanging out talking just about like the industry and how people are snakes and this and that. And I'm like, this is
Sounds familiar.
like, yeah. It's definitely stuff that people do need to hear more about. And this is the opportunity for people to get that information. So yeah, I'm very excited about this application.
It's so funny because we were just talking about this, how we need a new social media.
Yeah.
And something productive, not like some fuck shit.
Exactly.
That just, so where the algorithm or whatever just cares about advertising. As far as there's no advertising on it.
Nothing
as of now.
I've seen, yeah.
Cross our fingers. There's no.
Well, eventually,
something like that might come along, but
once they have to start worrying about like going public, and their shares and stuff like that. That's usually when it happens. Usually when a company is still like, just in the phases, which they are, they're just
trying to build an audience.
Yeah, when they're exactly.
Right. So we'll see how it goes, but hopefully it remains. I know that you're right. There's going to be people who are just going to be talking about random shit on there, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you always need something like that. Balance.
I want some stuff that's not serious, but
as long as it doesn't like tip over that to that scale,
yeah.
It needs to remain balanced,
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why they've kept it so exclusive still, other than obviously still developing it and trying to work out the kinks. It's about keeping it quality. You can have your stupid conversations about whatever, sex and fucking love and blah blah blah, but also this application is supposed to be used for people to communicate and share knowledge. If they're able to figure out some type of balance there, that'd be great for sure. I'd love to see how it grows. There's a lot of people on there though. There's a lot of people.
It's good. It seems like it's gonna go somewhere potentially with all the celebrity backing that's getting.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's good.
Yeah, so if you guys are able to get onto Clubhouse, try it. I'm not gonna be able to, I'm not swinging out any invites unless you're gang. But
you only get a certain amount or something, right?
Yeah, I get one. I get like one invite.
Yeah.
I can invite one person, on me. And I don't even know if I actually used it on him because it just let me know that he was trying to, he made an account, so it gave me the option.
It says
to push him to the top of the
name, the username is saved.
All right, the lit.
So I think I have it.
Yeah, if you can't get into the app right now, just go in there and save your username. This is prime time. You know those ones where you get into an app and you can't just get your name. Get it now, because I have Jamile and I'm lit.
Yeah.
I feel like a prince. Like I feel like I'm exclusive. Like I made it.
At Jamile.
Yeah, just at Jamile.
That's crazy.
Lit.
Too bad that you have a less common name. At Ian probably would take it.
That's why I like my name, man.
Like right away.
It's unique. It's unique enough for me to just get these things. Sometimes I can't because there's like a Spanish girl named Jamile or something like that. But
you're trying to get the at Jamal Instagram still.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get that, but I'm not like looking for it.
Bro,
like,
we've been trying to get the at Lost Nostalgia Twitter. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
So annoying.
Yeah.
So annoying.
I thought they said that they were going to
delete
more
counts.
stringent on that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they lied.
Yeah.
They fell back on what they said. They were gonna delete all inactive accounts, and then they didn't because they made some bullshit excuse about fucking people being dead or some shit. Not some like deleting memorial accounts or some shit.
But yeah, why do they delete memorial accounts? Like keep your memorial accounts. That makes complete sense.
We're talking about the ones that have 0 tweets. Yeah. They joined on 2009 and they have 2 followers.
That's literally the account that has our name joined in 2009 has 0 tweets, no photos, and only one person following, and that's us.
Yeah,
exactly.
The one account that wants the fucking name. And we have the business license and registration to fucking back it up. It's fucking stupid.
Soon, man. Soon we'll get all that shit. Like, I'm not too worried about it. We'll cop all of that shit. Do you guys have you do, right? Just Wave Art Collective? Yeah, right. On Instagram.
Twitter, we couldn't get it.
Right.
Twitter's fucked.
Yeah.
Twitter's just lit. That's why.
Someone had it on Twitter. That's crazy.
I know it's one of those weird things where like long? I don't think it's too long, but like you look it up and you can't find it, but it's like says not available. Yeah. It might be too long, but I don't think it is.
Lost in Nostalgia is literally the longest you can make.
It's like 15 or whatever, right?
Lost in Nostalgia is the longest.
Yeah.
So I would have added Lost in Nostalgia like _. That's too long.
Yeah.
So there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why you did Lost X nostalgia.
As I can't make it longer. I can't add anything to it. I can only take away.
Facts.
And if you take away anything, it's weird. Like what am I gonna take away? Mm-hmm. Like the A. Like
yeah, no, I get you.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it. Whatever.
Stupid.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, get on Clubhouse if you guys can. At least reserve that username so you're lit for when it starts popping up.
Yeah. So I've heard not Twitter. Facebook is under some fire. They've been under fire for a long time.
Yeah.
But there's always new shit coming up. Right now the United States government's suing them basically, essentially through an antitrust because of their monopoly and because of their very aggressive tactics on how they dominate competition and stuff like that. Because like you guys know, like Instagram and Facebook, they just steal they steal every single new idea that a smaller platform comes out with.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even say they do it better. But because they just do it, and because it's like the all-in-one spot, most people are just gonna gravitate. The only thing maybe I fuck with that they've done is this Insta stories have been pretty revolutionary for the app. But besides that,
But they got it from Snapchat.
Don't get me wrong. And then fucking Twitter made their own recently too.
Fleets.
About a year ago.
Yeah.
Which is stupid. But yeah, like Facebook could potentially be forced to sell Instagram and WhatsApp, which is crazy. Like that's crazy. I don't think if it does happen, I don't think it'll affect Instagram much. Mm-hmm. It'll like the way the platform works. Whoever buys it, or the question is who would buy it, but also would it affect the way it runs? Probably not, realistically. It just will stunt Facebook heavily, right? So Zuckerberg is essentially crying about it. Saying that they do nothing wrong. They bring good to people's lives. That's what they claim. That's what he claims. That's what he claims. And if you watch The Social Dilemma,
You don't think so?
No.
What do you mean? People aren't happy online?
Come on, Jamal.
What are you talking about?
Prove it to me. People aren't happy?
But there's got to be a couple people that are like,
No, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, I'm sure the people who has a successful business on Instagram are happy about that.
Memes don't make you happy?
I can go read memes on Reddit.
Are you though?
I could.
You're not.
There's memes on Twitter. Lots of memes on Twitter.
The original memes are on Twitter. That's what you
memes were on
first.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know who's gonna buy it, but I'm down for these guys. Everybody to just get shut down. Like, I'm down for Instagram to just get.
Yeah,
shut
we were
down,
talking in the
Facebook
car.
to
Like,
shut
if
down.
Instagram just like actually got forced to be deleted or banned, like the way TikTok was banned. I mean, that would just fuck over a lot of people, realistically. Mm-hmm. But it'd kind of be bittersweet to me. I don't know.
I'm down.
Is that fucked up to say?
Nah, ruin lives.
For real, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's
I don't
fake
think
lives. I don't think I could feel bad if I say like I don't care if you built your life on Instagram.
I don't care.
Like, and then if it was taken away, like it's whatever. Like it's like people who made their livelihood off of Vine, and then they had to transition after that too. And some people made it, some people didn't. Right?
Exactly, and a lot of you guys are transitioning to TikTok.
I feel like if Instagram got deleted, I think like all these businesses would be on like and artists too would be on a more equal playing field right now, because we'd all have to resort back to like legit networking and
that's I think that's the point is like if I was somebody who was making bare money off of Instagram and I felt that if Instagram were to go away that I couldn't make money, then that's like what am I offering then if the only thing I had going for me was the fact that Instagram was around. Like, no, you should be able to adapt whatever it is you're doing. You always got to be able to
adapt. Yeah. I'm down and I'm ready.
If Instagram disappeared, it wouldn't affect. I don't think it would affect us that much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really fucking use Instagram like that.
I don't.
Neither do you. I mean, my photography on there, it would affect me a little bit. But honestly, I'm so over Instagram. I just post whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
I don't even care anymore because my account doesn't grow because it doesn't allow the content like mine to grow organically.
Yeah.
The only way I can grow is
if you're selling something. Right?
If I'm selling something,
there's no more like reason to just like create cool shit and
or if I'm well known outside of the app.
Yeah.
Like if I'm just well known.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't
And it's
know.
like that's not even your Instagram growing. That's just you growing.
That's just me growing. My brand, personal brand in like the world growing. therefore people are just gonna follow me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's because they know my name, whether I grow it on another platform like YouTube, or I'm just a fucking famous photographer for some reason.
Yeah.
Because I've shot with celebrities or something like that. That would be ultimately the only way I could grow on Instagram at this point. There's no post and people finding it and through hashtags and following me and then sharing it and then more people. That shit doesn't happen anymore. It really doesn't. And if you see people growing like that, they're probably botting or faking.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of that shit happening, and most people's fucking numbers are fake, or they're definitely
they're not as accurate as
they're not as accurate. I mean, like for the long, like, have you guys ever seen fucking if you guys ever looked at your Insta story and you see a random celebrity look at your Instagram story?
Yeah.
You understand they're botting to do that. They're doing they're basically mass story viewing through a bot. So they'll view 20,000 stories in like one day to get more attention. Yeah. Then people,
and that shit works because I see gullible people all the time be like, yo, DMX just viewed my story. And I'm like,
and then
why the fuck is DMX on
DMX
the
didn't
gram?
do it. He's running an automated bot through his account.
Yeah.
Where they're mass story viewing to get people to notice that, to follow him.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing, because Instagram, the algorithm might have changed to solve this, but at the time there wasn't a limit on how many stories you can view. There's a limit on how many times you can like, comment, and follow people, right? There's a limit, right?
Yeah.
You can only follow like 50 people a day before you get like blocked.
Yeah, that's happened to me. Or I've commented too much.
But at a time, it might have changed now, but at a time you could view as many stories as you want. And there's no limit. So they've built bots to do that, to gain followers. So if you ever noticed a fucking celebrity or verified person viewing your fucking story randomly, they don't even follow you, it's fake. They're botting. They're literally botting to get followers. So people are doing shit, man. Like it's all fake.
A model we've worked with, I don't know if you noticed, she got her account blocked or like removed for like a week.
Yeah.
And once she got her account back, she was like complaining that how stressed she was, that her livelihood, because she's like not top, but she's up there, like she's known well enough. But yeah, she was like really concerned about her Instagram not coming back or not being able to get it back.
Left or something?
No.
Oh, just in general.
Yeah, it's
whatever her.
I'll tell you who it is later, but
some promotional.
But I didn't feel bad for her. At all.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, if you're really just building your account off of Instagram, you're not out here grinding the way I thought you were.
Yeah.
You know? Like I've seen you do all this stuff, and that's the whole thing. Like you see people online doing shit and you think they're doing stuff, but they're not. And it changed my perspective on her and just other people as well, because I'm fine. Like shut the shit down. Like whatever. I know it's a little bit different for a lot of people, but you should be able to grow your clientele, your market or whatever on other platforms without a problem.
Yeah.
We'll have some problems, but you should be able to. And I don't know why people are relying so much just on Instagram.
Yeah.
Especially when it's becoming more and more shit by the week.
Yeah, ultimately, Instagram's just fucking shit. It's full of shit, and to grow, and if people do grow, they're doing some sort of hack, or they're just selling straight up sex. Like that's the other way to grow. Yeah, ultimately.
Literally. Or I guess with this marketplace shit now, maybe you're selling like something.
Yeah, if you're selling like a dope product or whatever.
You're either a meme page, you're one of those quote pages, you're a model, somebody selling sex or a product.
Yeah. That's basically it. Yeah.
You musicians, you videographers, you regular folk.
Yeah.
Your mom, your dad. No.
No one's growing. Maybe a dog page. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because that stuff gets on, or travel, because that's those like typical niche things.
Yeah, it's
those
niche
get on
markets.
The explore pages.
Yeah.
Right? But anything in between those niches, you're fucked.
Even that, like if I just got a new dog and I'm like thinking to start a new Instagram dog page now, like I feel like it's way too late to get in the game. Most of the poppin' pets and shit are like because they've been on Instagram from time. Yeah, it's the same shit as YouTube. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Although I'll be honest, YouTube, I think you can still grow something right now in 2020 from YouTube.
Yeah,
we're doing it. I know we're doing a little bit of the reaction hack right now, but you can definitely grow on YouTube still.
Yeah.
Luckily, the algorithm is a little more easier to deal with there.
Yeah.
Because they just care about watch time, and if you get that, then you're
Yeah, that's all you need. Just keep uploading on YouTube. Just keep uploading.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about your views at first. Like, we're at 1,300 now subscribers or something like that, and that's all we did. Just during the pandemic, we just decided, okay, we'll just go hard.
As fucked as YouTube is with
that's
copyright, with copyright and censorship, and now this whole child content stuff like that they got going on. I still think YouTube is probably the number one platform right now still to grow some sort of audience, but it takes the most work.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why a lot of people don't, because you have to know how to shoot a video. You need the video equipment, even the basics. You're editing it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work into it. You're probably gonna have to make 100 videos.
Yeah, at least.
To go anywhere.
Yeah,
like,
least,
and if you're not down to even make 100 videos in a year, then
yeah, don't bother.
And that's the thing too. It's probably like no matter what, it's probably the best skills that you can learn from any of the other platforms that you're like catering that content to. Like you don't really, if your whole career was, imagine like the past 8 years you've been eating off Instagram, and then you got to go find another job because Instagram's done now. Like there's no real skills you could get out of that. Like using their fucking photo filters to like edit.
The
pics,
most you can get, the most you'll be able to get is like a social media manager job or some shit. And those fuckers, those people don't get paid.
And what it is, it's so funny because I see all those IG girls, bro. They always make a YouTube channel, and then if you go to the YouTube channel,
they don't get shit.
Not even that they don't get shit. They'll have a few subscribers, but they don't upload.
Yeah. Because they do one video and it's way too hard, or they pay people to do it for them.
Exactly.
They have to the editing. And
they don't have enough videos, but you have. They'll have a good, I'm gonna say 5,000 subscribers.
Because they'll push it really hard. It's like, hey, I'm making a channel. Like,
you guys go, tell me what type of videos you guys want. My skincare routine, a bag haul.
Because YouTube is actual work.
Yeah, it's actual work.
Unless you are outsourcing everything, which if you do, cool. If you have the budget for that, go ahead. YouTube, most big YouTubers don't edit their shit. Just the way it is.
Yeah, I can't wait till we're at that point.
If we're talking YouTube 2008, 2009, everyone was editing their own shit.
Yeah.
Now, YouTube is a big business for people, so they don't edit their shit. Yeah. But it's a lot of work from the beginning. Most people are not down for that work. Taking selfies in your bedroom is a lot easier.
A lot easier.
So that's what people are doing.
Yeah.
On Instagram, right? But
or even like Reels or whatever.
Or TikTok. Making a TikTok is a lot easier.
Yeah.
Than making
that editing software is different.
A 10-minute video.
Than Premiere.
That editing software is not transferable to something else.
So
even though I do fuck with the people that do TikToks and Vines, that type of shit, because they are actually creative. When you see creative shit on that stuff, you're like, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they are pretty creative.
And those were the ones who were able to survive, like from Vine. The ones who did the creative Vines, they transferred to YouTube and Instagram, but they could apply their content to those platforms, right?
Yeah. Like Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a Viner? That's how he started, right? Yeah. Like, oh, fucking big. He's boxing Mayweather like next year, dude.
Yeah.
Stupid, bro. we forgot to talk about the whole Nate Robinson fight, which was just horrible.
Yeah.
Black people got set back about 200 years
for losing against Jake Paul.
Yeah, and if for whatever reason, because like at the end of the day, this is boxing in my eyes. So like, yeah, you can be really great, and I believe Floyd Mayweather is one of the best defensive boxers like all time. But all you need is one good hit on somebody. And like, that's it. So if Floyd Mayweather were to ever lose, which I don't think is possible, but if he were to ever lose,
I don't think it's possible. But you never.
We have to start up slavery again.
You never.
I know this is a very controversial topic, but I'm genuinely scared as a black man.
You never know what can happen in sports.
Racist.
Logan Paul could just get a nice hit.
If he were to beat him, that's racism.
He's a lot. It's an exhibition fight, so
it's racism.
Does it go against Mayweather's perfect record if he loses, which he probably has like a 2% chance of losing realistically?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's undefeated no matter what, like in exhibition, so it would count. Nobody would say that it doesn't count.
Yeah, people would say it would count.
but people say it would count because of Logan Paul.
Yeah,
and like I wouldn't say Logan Paul is not a real fighter. He can't fight.
He's been doing his thing.
He's not the worst fighter. He's not a joke.
But
Mayweather is a different story.
When that Nate Robinson fight happened, I expected Logan Paul to win.
Yeah, Logan Paul's not a crappy fighter.
Yeah, I expected him to
who
win.
haven't seen him fight, he's not bad. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
And he can. He's
I just didn't expect him to knock Nate out. That was
Yeah,
it. I was like, okay,
yeah.
whatever. Nate's gonna lose, but as long as he goes all the rounds,
not just the knockout. Like
yeah, you fell on your face,
Yeah.
Jake.
flat, arms were on the
Yeah.
side,
Yeah.
like you were like you. Yeah, that was horrible.
That's Jake Paul.
Sorry, Jake. Who? Wait.
Jake Paul fought Nate.
Oh, sorry, my bad, Jake. So Logan's
a better fighter on
Yeah,
paper
yeah.
than Jake.
Oh, I didn't
Logan's
even
the
know
one who
that.
started earlier, right?
Yeah,
or
Logan's
whatever?
older
Yeah.
than him, and is
I
a
didn't
better
know that. I
fighter.
was mixing up the
And
two
he's been
then.
wrestling since high school.
I knew that. I knew he was a
I
wrestler.
learned that on Joe Rogan. He was talking about it. Even Joe Rogan said he's like, don't underestimate Logan Paul. He's not like the worst fighter in the world. He could punch, like he can knock you out. You know what I mean? Like
People don't get that. Like
Mayweather,
Nate Robinson wasn't fighting. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't fighting. When you just go up against a person that's practicing all the time, that is just boxing or wrestling, whether that be Jake or Logan.
Yeah.
You're gonna most likely lose.
Yeah, these guys have been doing exhibition fights for how long now? Like a couple years.
Yeah.
I'm
Paul's
sure they've
been
been
training,
training,
and he has
lots
of money.
They've been
He's-
training.
And they're rich. Yeah.
He's hiring some great trainers.
And that's all they have to. That's all they do all day. Just punch a couple bags, wrestle a little bit, and fuck bitches, and
Yeah.
make a YouTube video, and that's
Yeah.
your schedule.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all you
That's
gotta
why
do.
it wasn't surprising to me because I'm like, yeah, I'm sure this is all that. That's the only thing that they actually do that they're like,
Yeah.
that's like work to them now is just training. You
Train.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole YouTube celebrity fucking.
It's weird.
It's crazy. I saw it coming in a way.
Yeah, I know.
And
Yeah.
Definitely.
they're making big money on it. I think. Some people are.
I mean, these boxing
press
fights. Yeah,
still.
these boxing fights. Yeah, fuck,
They're
man.
making good press. I'm gonna say Logan's gonna make some big bag, whether it's from advertising or something.
Yeah. Nate Robinson apparently only got $600
I don't know how he made out that little though. I was
to get
surprised.
clocked in his mouth.
Was it not? These aren't televised. That's probably why.
Yeah,
Right?
it's smaller fights.
When it's televised, it's big money involved, right? When it's like on a live stream or some shit, it's not the same.
the man made $6 to get knocked out. Is that even enough?
By people who think is a joke, like Jake Paul,
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
I don't think I'd do that right now.
Yeah.
Get knocked out for $6, like
$6?
even
No.
just on a
I
live
want a
stream,
little bit
like,
more.
yeah, like $1,000 at least.
Yeah,
like,
at least
fuck.
at least a
Did you hear
grand.
how George Foreman wants to train him?
Yeah. It's so dumb.
Like that's almost more embarrassing when George Foreman has to come in and be like, all right, yo, let me teach you how to fight. Like, cause dude, you can't be losing like that. It's kind of embarrassing.
That's so sad. I
fucking
like
Jake
Nate
Paul.
Robinson too. I always liked Nate. He was one of my favorite basketball players, just on the lows, just for
Yeah.
just because of dunk contests, and he was so small and just doing cool shit. I respected what he did out there,
Yeah.
And now to see him get laid out on the floor, it's done. And you set us back how many years, man? We worked hard for this, man. Not for you to do this to us.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about that. Did Mans hear about what Warner Media is trying to do?
No.
So yeah, Warner Media announced that its entire 2021 slate of films will be available for audiences to stream on HBO Max in the US. So basically what they're going to be doing is they're going to be releasing movies the same time they go into theaters on streaming services.
On their streaming service.
On HBO Max, yeah.
On
in the US.
HBO.
Yeah.
On HBO. What if it's not HBO?
It doesn't have
HBO
to
will
be,
just be playing anything?
yeah, they're going to just be playing.
Well, HBO Max is just that streaming service.
it's just a
now.
streaming service.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
didn't
you
know
could just
that.
like, I don't know if it's available in Canada, but you can just buy it.
I always thought
and just have
HBO would just play HBO. I guess they're doing other things now.
it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, they have like they've been doing shit with like Rick and Morty and like
Really?
yeah, they have
Adult
like a bunch
Swim?
of like random shows. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't swim on any streaming, or they're just on Netflix, kind of.
Their programs, like their shows.
They're just everywhere. They don't have like a
I don't. I think
designated
there's
spot, do they?
There's an Adult Swim on demand,
Besides
but
their website.
it's always confusing, with the U.S. and Canada. You
Yeah.
don't know what's available in Canada. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure you could get like Adult Swim on demand, just like separate
True.
in the States. I don't know if you could do that here.
True. But anyway, so movies that are out in theaters will be available for stream.
Same day.
Warner movies.
Warner movies. Warner
Warner
Media.
Brothers.
That's like almost every movie.
A lot of movies. Like a third of movies are
Yeah.
Warner Brothers. So
Yeah.
that's crazy. So how is that going to affect theaters?
Thank you. And that's why I brought it up, because you remember me saying this.
Yeah.
Theaters are
Yeah.
not lasting for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm saying within the
Fortunately not.
next 10
I was
years.
just thinking about that today because
They're
like
gone.
I still have a scene credit card. So like I have a bunch of fucking scene points and I'm like, yo, should I just use this shit? Like
You better
I
start.
don't know on something.
You know, on something exactly. You don't even know what to use.
don't
Go
wanna
to
be a
Harvey's.
you don't
I
wanna
think
be
you
Tanner.
can go to Harvey's, yeah.
You can
get a
use
meal.
scene points to buy Harvey's.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You
I
should
remember
do that then.
somebody at Harvey's said like, yeah, you can, but like it's worth more if you buy movies. It's like double
value.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
value
value.
is
Probably,
like
yeah.
half or whatever if you use
Probably.
it. But fuck, like I might as well.
No,
just get free food.
I used my Steam points to buy a meal once too, and the guy told me the same thing. Where I was like, bro, I don't
it's
give a
free
fuck.
food versus
Me,
a free movie.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
I don't know what movie to watch. But yeah, man, that's why I brought it up because I'm just like, yeah, this is what I was saying. Like movie theaters are going to be dying. They're already dying right now.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
more,
I can't imagine how Cineplex is doing with.
I mean, in our
Exactly.
lifetime,
COVID and
in
AMC
our
in
lifetime,
America.
we've probably grown up thinking like, why, like it's been like a luxury or it's been a thing where it's like, oh yeah, it's a cool outing. But
Mm-hmm.
like back in the day, it was a thing where it's like that's the only place that you could see
exactly,
movies.
and that's why it was so big
Yeah.
before. It was now we have the convenience of being able to stay home, save money. I don't have to
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah.
Don't have to spend money on gas. I don't have to pick up this person.
And then things like like the Marvel movies and like blockbusters
Yeah.
and the midnight screenings and stuff that
Yeah.
kind of kept it alive a little bit. But
I mean, it's a simple thing as technology advances, we're having less and less reasons to leave our house.
yeah, exactly.
And that's why I
It's
think
just like, bro, because you get your groceries delivered now, you get the food
Exactly.
delivered now, you get the movie theaters are in your house now.
Exactly.
Work from home, motherfucking work from home now.
we're moving into a different age where when we could talk about this later, where I don't know, we're moving into more of a communist or capital. I don't know how to say it, but moving into a different world. But we can get into that later. But yeah, that's why I think my whole theory is theaters are going to be able to not be able to, but they'll most likely shut down, and you'll only be able to watch big blockbusters like a Marvel movie, for example,
in the theaters,
in arenas.
in arenas, not theaters,
No,
arenas.
because
How's
they're
that
gonna.
work?
What do you mean?
Like Air Canada or whatever.
For example, or Rogers Center or whatever the fuck it's called today.
Yeah.
You watch movies there. You can get so many more people in there.
Scotiabank.
Concession is already there, and you have you'll have a fat screen. It's not like it's impossible to do, and they'll most likely be able to take over that realm and be able to get some more money funded into those locations because theaters themselves are not going to last. Like Cineplex realistically doesn't make that much fucking money. Have you seen their office? Like,
No, is it small?
it's fucking small. It's on fucking Young Street in where is it? Like around St. Clair
That
area.
doesn't mean they don't have money.
No, it means they definitely
But-
don't have money because they don't make money. They make money off of concessions, not movies. Barely off of movies. Only big blockbusters like Marvel, once again. That's when they're able to make a little bit more money.
I don't know what their financials are like, blah, 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 blah. I mean, actually, you can look up their financials
Yeah.
because they're public. So you can, whenever they release that next quarter.
Zero.
Well, their,
Or Uber Eats.
their
That's all
stock is
fucking
their
money.
stock is have been plummeting for years. But basically, I mean, I haven't heard of any Cineplexes closing. So we're not just there yet. Once you hear, oh, Cineplex is closing 10 locations or some shit or more or whatever, then you're gonna start. Okay, that's a bad
I feel like we're
sign.
gonna start hearing that stuff depending on what happens next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
because this whole vaccine's just coming out apparently, allegedly.
It is.
So
It is.
yeah, but it's gonna be a slow rollout for the people that matter. So older people and whoever else
Are getting it first?
Yeah, and the celebrities,
which
and
is
the
fair.
government.
Yeah, politicians get it first. Isn't that funny?
So we'll see. I don't know, because in my eyes, what movie theaters would have to do is offer a more exclusive or some type of better entertainment or something for people to actually come to theaters more often and pay more money for those things.
You're right. There's going to
rather than
have
the
to
movies.
be something more enticing than just going to watch the movie on a bigger screen. They're gonna have to add. They're gonna have to adapt. I don't think it's gonna die. I think a possible very large downsize of movie theaters will happen. Right? You know, there's a lot of fucking Cineplexes. I'm expecting downsizing over the next 5 to 10 years for sure.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna die like in 2 years from now.
I don't think so. Yeah,
But
it'll be a while.
in the next 10 years, You're gonna see a decline. You're gonna see a decline. As if what you're saying is gonna happen with Warner Brothers, then what if Universal does the same thing, and then what if all the other bigger companies?
And that's what it is.
What if Disney does the same thing? Blah blah blah.
Movie studios have been wanting to have more flexibility with their movies and having them. Yeah, they understand. Yeah, we can have it in the theater. Cool. But they'd rather make their little bits of change on streaming services long term, rather than just having it in a theater for a bit.
Can you admit that watching not every movie, but a lot of movies you have a better experience
1000%
in the theater. So I think just that simple fact that the experience is better for a lot of people, I don't think it'll die.
And that's that's what I'm saying. Cineplex or whoever, all movie theaters would have to come up with an experience that's worth the money that we would most likely have to be paying after this pandemic.
They're trying. I mean, they're doing new things like the VIP. They're trying to do things like D-box seats that move. I don't know. They've been trying.
But let's be real. VIP, that's a date thing, and that's running you a bill. If you have to go watch a movie for
you're buying alcohol and snacks.
Bill.
Which is like really
well, that's the whole point.
The point of it, yeah.
You're running, and if you don't buy any of that shit, you're running yourself $50. Tickets, those tickets are $25 a piece.
That's
$25, and then food and a drink is probably another $25.
Yeah,
so,
maybe even more. Yeah, like
so
30.
then that's $100 per person.
Yeah, literally.
So
that's your date night. Cool, you got it all figured out. You're at Cineplex with your shit food.
Yeah.
But how many people I've done D-box once.
I've done D-box once. Just once.
And I was like, okay, cool.
It was for gravity, and it was cool because it's gravity. So you're in space and you're like moving.
I can't remember what movie I saw. But
that was it. I think that one was worth it.
It was cool. I was like, all right, but I'm not doing this again for almost double the price. You know what I mean? Just for me to sit in a seat that moves.
The thing is, they can't charge any cheaper because they don't make money. So
I'm saying
any cheaper would be worse.
Exactly. So I don't know where they're gonna find the balance.
They have to justify the value and charging more or
and that's why I can see stuff going to bigger venues like arenas or whatever else, because you'll still have that kind of, it won't be the exact same. It's something for people to adapt to, obviously.
If you watch a movie with like 20,000 people, do you think they're gonna be able to shut up?
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I would like to see.
The noise thing might be an issue.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It would definitely.
I don't think 20,000 people can shut up.
I don't know, and I don't know how they would fill it up. So I don't know if it would be like you just have people just on the floor. You know what I mean? Or how it would go about. But that's just one of my theories. I can see that happening. I don't know how it fully work yet, but I could definitely see it happening because it's a market that would most likely be open in a little bit in a few years.
Right.
For sure. But yeah, just very interesting shit. What are you talking about? To porn?
Not watching porn for 5-6 days. If that's difficult for someone, then you are somewhat addicted to it.
I can say sure, but I don't know. Like, I feel like that's almost everybody. That's a lot of people.
It's almost the same as the weed talk that we had earlier.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's not addiction.
I can go 14 days without smoking weed.
But it's like you kind
14 days without
But
porn
you get to that. You get to the 7th day, and you're like, okay, am I sure I want to do this?
Not really.
No,
not
but
for
like,
me anyways.
No, but like the only time where I'm not worried about those things is when I'm busy.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Is like if you're just
have nothing going on,
and you're like, this isn't
an extra one out.
Yeah, I find time.
Yeah,
I find time.
That's what I'm saying.
For it.
Yeah.
If it's 3 a.m, it's 3 a.m.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
That's usually the time I do it.
I'm not doing anything at 3 a.m, realistically.
Yeah, that's usually all.
And that's the thing about it too, is it's like usually you're just like, it's before bed or whenever that is. So it's not like it's taking. Yeah, it might take that extra half hour out of your sleep, but you're not going right to bed anyway.
Exactly. You were gonna lay in your bed and look at porn on your phone, and you're gonna question whether or not you were gonna bust it up that night. So.
Have you guys ever done it like to actually try and fall asleep? Like to actually help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
I've done it like it was melatonin or some shit.
Yeah.
And it actually worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah, I have.
Because that'll put you, sometimes just hit a good nut and it'll put you right to sleep.
It really does. It really does. It calms you down.
Yeah.
It takes your mind off of everything else.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it too. It's both. I think it's like that
Your mind's
chemical release and just you whatever was going on before, you know, like
Nutting is a brief form of meditation. You actually have
that post nut clarity is
You
a
actually
real
have very
thing.
It's a real thing.
you actually have a clear mind.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're in a toxic situation right now, before you go see her, bust a nut, bro.
Yeah.
And if you do bust a nut and you end up seeing her, you might last a little bit longer anyway. So just, it's a win-win. Like
That I've done too.
yeah, same.
Strategically.
Yeah. You got to do the strategic ones because like if you haven't had sex in a while, you haven't busted a nut in a while, then you can't pull up on a girl and just
lay
it out.
You've been ready for a week.
for
nah.
over a week, ready to
That
just let it
backlog?
off.
Nah.
Nah, that's not cool, man. That's not good. That's not that your name's not gonna get spread through the streets properly like that. You know,
Kill me.
because you'll just get a bad name in the streets. Oh, I hear you bust quick. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's bad. That shit was spread like a wildfire.
Yeah, man.
You're
These
getting-
girls talk,
If
man.
you're getting around, you know.
These girls talk.
Yeah.
And they'll talk about their sex lives to their friends, and all it does is it either gets their friends interested in you or not.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd prefer her friends to be interested, at least at the bare minimum.
Facts.
Yeah, it's all good, guys.
What are we talking
We're still
about?
talking about cum, or
We can get off that topic. We haven't talked about like sex related stuff in a while.
yeah, I've had some stuff I wanted to talk about regarding sex, but I just can't do it with a bunch of guys. We need to always get a
I
female
understand.
perspective, you know.
That's fair.
Ladies, let us know if you want to get on the pod. We could talk sex, love, or just entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
We could do it all. We could do it all.
Yeah. We were talking about addictions off the pod. That's how this came up.
Yeah.
Because mans have a masturbation addiction, apparently.
Who?
You. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't have a masturbation addiction. Yo, a man tried to pin that on me in high school, eh?
Yeah?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
fucking church boy, yo.
Oh, because he's religious?
Yeah, and he thought I don't even know what it was. I think I was just talking about it with like
He's like,
regular
"You're
people.
addicted."
And he was like, "Oh my god, bro!" Like he like really pulled me aside and tried to have a conversation.
That's crazy.
Zach knows who I'm talking about. If Zach hears this, we could ask Zach about this. And this guy literally he told so many people that I was addicted.
He spread a rumor.
Yeah, he spread a rumor
That's
in high
wild.
school that I was
Where did he get this
addicted to
conclusion?
porn
Because
and
you
shit
talk
like that.
about it or whatever?
Because I had no problem. I was comfortable talking about those things.
He's just not comfortable with sex.
Exactly.
That's literally, he's just projecting.
But he, I'm gonna expose him, but not his name, obviously. But he doesn't know that I knew that he was getting his dick sucked, and his daddy was a fucking pastor. So anybody that went to Don Mill CI, yo, you know who the fuck I'm talking about, bro.
Yo, pull up, yo.
He was getting
Pull
his
up
dick.
to the pod,
he was
yo,
getting
if
his
you need to
dick
air it
sucked
out.
all the time. He's getting his dick sucked all the fucking time. But he wants to
dude?
come and try to make me look fucking crazy.
By a dude, that'd
Nah,
be crazier
nah,
story.
nah, a girl, a girl,
Oh,
a
okay.
girl.
If it was a dude, that'd be a crazier story.
Yeah, and he felt guilty all the time. He's like, I can't. But then he was just like, you need that nut bust.
yeah.
Yeah, God cannot get in the way of that, yo. But yeah, we were talking about addictions, and yeah, I was talking about how I haven't smoked or partake in any weed in a very long time, and I need to soon.
We're talking about dopamine hits.
Yeah, dopamine.
Essentially, how our phone
And our phones as well.
is a dopamine
and
hit,
what we'd
and
fill that time up with if we just had regular flip phones again. That's why we got into the nuts and
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. I mean, it'd be kind of such a power move if we just all got like flip phones.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
I'm down. I would definitely
I mean, the
be-
implication is that you started selling drugs when you do that, but I mean,
I don't
who gives
care.
a shit? Yeah.
whatever. Like,
Oh, we
could
should
look
do
at
it
me
as
weird.
like an experiment, make a YouTube video about it or,
I'm
or
about
some
it.
shit.
Because I have
You
a
know?
flip phone. All you have to do is just go to fucking Kudo or one of those little, the chat, whatever it is, Chatter or whatever it is, and
Yeah.
fucking just get a little SIM card.
There's a new one.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out the name for it. I can't
There's a
remember.
company
it.
that actually made one in 2020.
Yeah, I know. And they like sell them at the fucking dollar store or some shit.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I can't remember right now.
But it's basically like a brick, and you just basically can make and receive calls. Call 911. It might have a camera, but I think even that's too much.
I'm down for the camera. As long as it's a shit camera, it has to be a shit one.
Oh, it is gonna be.
That way you never want to take.
Oh, it is
photos
gonna be
on
a
it.
shit camera. Like it's gonna be like the camera that in 2005, 6 off your phone. You know.
Do you
miss
think that'll
those
ever
days.
be like an aesthetic, like that camera quality?
Shit, it might be.
It might be. The way we're headed.
Because I mean, yeah, like fucking VHS came back, and
Oh
Film.
fuck, that's true. I
Yeah.
could see that now.
Medium
coming back.
formats pulling up again
Yeah.
right now.
Yo, imagine man start getting the first iPhone, and that's like a thing now.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
that's
man's
the
just
flex.
replacing that shit. They're just taking that camera out
Yeah.
and they're putting in the
Yeah.
shit ones.
Well, you know how you see like hipsters walking around with Walkmans and CD players and shit.
Fanny
But you
packs
see
came
in
back.
But in 5
Yeah.
years, you see like hipsters walking around with iPhone 1s, first gen.
I can see that. There are
That'd be
kids right
crazy.
now who have phones who were probably born after the first iPhone, which
Yeah.
is pretty
Yeah.
fucked.
There are 2008.
Yeah.
The
Weirdos.
first one came out. So, yeah, that's getting up there in age.
Yeah. Yeah, but simply what I was saying was if I had to move back to the flip phone, I'd probably just masturbate more or something.
You would actually
have to
have
fill
the
it up with
lack of-
something.
You would actually believe it because you are getting dopamine from responding to those texts or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
you always feel, I don't, not everyone's quick on responding, but a lot of people are like, yo, text. I hear a beep, yo, what could that be?
Exactly.
Is that Instagram? Is that a text?
I see
Is
people
that a
just-
nude?
I see
What
the
is that?
people like the second their phone
Yeah.
vibrates a little bit, they have to look at it. Me, I'm like, my phone's always on silent. That's why I'm shit at replying most
Yeah.
of the time to people.
Yeah.
My shit's on silent, and I always keep my phone. Other than right now, obviously, right
I'm pretty quick.
like that. I put my phone face down. People always think I'm so secretive and shit like that. I'm like, no, it's simply I'm here to talk.
I'm not trying to look at it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to look at my phone and flip it over every few minutes.
Yeah.
I recently turned. You might have already done this. I might be late. But I recently turned off all notifications on Instagram. Everything. So I don't get a single. The only
Until you go into the app, right?
The only notification that pops up is I think DMs. Because if I get a DM, I don't want to like
Yeah, I feel you.
be too slow to
Yeah.
respond to it. But everything else, likes, comments, follows,
Yeah.
it's all gone.
I've done that on all my other apps except for Instagram and Twitter.
I've done it for Instagram recently, so I just
lit, though.
just too many notifications popping on my
Yeah.
phone. Which you know, how many times I get like someone liked your post and I'm like, what is it? Oh fuck, I don't waste my
Yeah, it
time
doesn't
looking at
matter.
this.
Who is
I don't give a fuck. So and so like my post.
who's
bro.
Lil Uzi 39998? It doesn't matter.
You know, so I just removed all notifications off Instagram and other. The one I gotta do next is TikTok because they keep fucking sending me bullshit.
That's the problem that you're even just on TikTok, but we're not gonna get into that.
I just haven't deleted it.
This show's crazy, by the way.
Yeah, I need to check the show out.
Yeah.
The only reason I have TikTok is because people like to send me TikToks. So I look at them occasionally. But I'm not on the app looking at it like a normal person would on it. So
Yeah, I feel you. I took off notifications on my emails as well, which for some people that's a little crazy, but it's because I just get too many emails in a day, and a good amount of them is just spam and just other check-in shit from other companies, and then a few client stuff. But I prefer to, even with my client stuff, I don't need to reply to you right away.
Yeah. Emails aren't a thing that you
On
need
it-
to get
but
right away.
on the topic of email addiction is a thing too.
1000%.
There are people who have email, and this is a bad habit if you're trying to be productive, and I've tried it and it does work. A lot of people like to have, they have their tabs on their computer when they're working, and the email is probably one of the first ones, right? Having the email tab open on your screen all the time, and if you are someone that gets a decent amount of emails, it's constantly distracting because you're constantly, when you see a new email, you go back to
you go
whatever
check.
you're doing. Oh fuck, new email.
Exactly.
Oh, I just got distracted from what I was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta respond to this email. Oh, okay, now I respond to this email again. Oh, okay, they responded back.
Yeah.
Fucking half the day you're writing emails and you didn't even, you spent like, you were in your chair trying to accomplish a task that would have took an hour and it took you 4 hours because you kept responding to emails in and out of what the fuck you're actually doing. Right? So what I try to do is try to close the email at certain times of the day, and you should almost, it might not be efficient for, or very, productive for who you're responding to because they gotta wait so long. But I think it's normal to allow someone a day or two to respond
Thank
to
you.
an email.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say
That's normal.
You send me an email, don't expect to hear back from me for at least 24 hours.
I think it's normal to expect someone to not respond for at least 24 hours.
Yeah, at least
That's
24 hours.
like a normal thing. A text is a little different. You're looking at 3 to 4 hours, give or take. But
Yeah,
I mean,
the only time I've ever needed to urgently email somebody, or sorry, not that only time, but when I do urgently send somebody an email, I'll text them right after and be like, "Yo, I just sent you an email. Check it out."
yeah,
That's the only time.
I do that with you sometimes.
Yeah,
Just to make sure. I'm like, yo, can you look at this today?
yeah,
Because I know you're trying to get it done today, so I don't want you to miss it.
yeah, exactly.
Right? Because you might not, you don't have the notification set up, right? So
Yeah,
So, but basically, if you can set up your email, if you could only like respond and check emails at certain times of the day, say at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day, I think that's like really a good way of being productive if you're trying to accomplish something. So, just like a little tip, I guess.
yeah. A lot of people get lost.
Early, first thing in the morning, early if you're up in the morning, first thing you do in the day, basically.
Yeah.
If it's emails, cool, and then you don't do it for next day,
Yeah, exactly.
next morning, or next whenever you start working.
Maybe later that night.
Or maybe when you're done your work,
Done your day,
and
check your
end of the
emails.
day, and you follow up.
Exactly.
Right? But whatever you're trying to accomplish that day, no email.
Yeah.
No looking at emails.
Yeah.
Unless it's super important. Like we're talking like a client deadline, you need to get it done. You need to respond to this shit. Fine. But for the most part, most of my emails spam, you know. So
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
just
Most of
wasting
it's
my time.
shit. Yeah. Most of it's shit. Anyways.
It's just wasting my fucking time, you know. So,
Yeah. We're getting fucking emails from Simplecast.
yeah, I need to, and that's another thing. I'll also unsubscribe from all those fucking things.
Oh,
if
how
you
to
don't actually look at them.
These are the new things that you could possibly do on your podcast. Here's 101 things you could do for your podcast. I don't care.
I thought about that the
I don't
other day.
care,
Like
Elizabeth.
these articles that people come up with, like somebody's getting paid to write these things or make these videos that nobody's fucking watching.
And they're probably
for-
making a salary.
It's ultimately for the rest. I don't know why they do it, and it does help, but yeah. It's definitely like they send it out to like fucking 200,000 people. And
Yeah.
maybe like 10% of them actually look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I understand why they do that. It's for like SEO and stuff.
Yeah.
For their website ranking and shit. Those websites need articles. That's why like Complex still writes articles. You know, like because they get marketing dollars.
Yeah.
SEO, blah blah blah, Google ranking. So that's why they do that. But yeah, ultimately, like no one's really reading those.
Yeah.
Only a small group of people are reading it. Right. So
Facts.
yeah.
What's
What were you gonna say?
what's your worst personality trait, Ian?
Shit. Lack of empathy. I don't know.
We always talk about empathy here, and this guy says lack of empathy. Don't kill me.
No. I feel like that's the Capricorn in me, but you know, I just blame it on the sign. Nah, I don't lack empathy like that. I'm not Donald Trump, you know, but I'm pretty hard on myself.
Interesting.
Pretty hard on myself actually. If I make one mistake, bothers me for like a whole day. Sometimes I've made mistakes that literally like I just gave up that day. Like I've made a mistake and it wasn't even that bad on something, whatever. Say I fucked something up
Yeah.
and I had to redo it or whatever, or like I fucked up a photo shoot or something. I've been so hard on myself that I just like, yo, I'm just going to bed. Like I'm not doing anything today. Like that's crazy, right?
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, that is a negative trait. I beat myself up about a lot of things, specifically when I make mistakes or I'm not 100% hitting the goals that I wanted to.
That you trying to hit.
Yeah,
I feel you. I feel
like beat myself up about it a lot.
you. Interesting.
When ultimately I'm doing okay. It's just like
Yeah, it's just the stuff that you have for
it's
yourself
like
in your mind.
It's the partly me being like a perfectionist and everything. So, fucking, dude, I've been times where I was like depressed for a day because I fucked up, which is so stupid. Like,
I know. I feel you.
yeah,
I feel you. I feel you.
you know.
But it's better to be. I would say it's always better to be critical than to be like. You don't want to feel like, or you don't even know it, but you don't want to be in a bubble, right? Like you don't
Yeah.
want to know, or you don't want to think that you're doing amazing when you're
really
just doing
not.
all right.
Yeah,
you
there's-
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
The worst thing to
It's always
be
better
is
to
blind.
see room for improvement rather than like, okay, everything's great right now. You
That's
know?
true. But what's funny is the positive side to that then ends up being like the next day or when I get over my mistake, I come back like 100% harder on what I'm trying to do. So
Yeah, I feel
maybe
you.
there's a benefit to that too. But I think I don't need to be that hard on myself on a lot of things, especially when I'm not an expert at whatever I'm doing. I'm still learning, so
Yeah.
I shouldn't be that hard on myself. Right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's something I thought about recently.
Do you have one, Kevin?
Not off the top of my head right now, but thinking.
Me. I think mine is probably not my worst, but not. And it's a good thing and a bad thing. But it's like me. I've learned to not give a fuck to a certain extent. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's. I'm just chill.
Like you're too chill.
Yeah.
I
think
so.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think I get what you mean. Yeah, I think I would. That'd be something I think about too. Yeah, like
Yeah.
not like it's like when you get into this whole like nihilism and like nothing matters and stuff, sometimes it's just like there are things where you're like, shit, I should care about this a little bit more,
but I really don't.
That's the problem.
I know.
Like you should have followed up on this a little harder. Or,
I could have done something a bit better, but because
in the moment you were so like, I don't give a fuck because I'm whatever doing okay anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's something that I've noticed.
Like you let things go too easy.
Yeah.
It's like, this didn't work out. I forget it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like it's
do it next time.
It's a weird thing. It's like there's moments where it works perfect for me. I've been living my life like just not giving a fuck and being chill. And I don't like saying not giving a fuck because I give a fuck. It's just about certain things you just kind of learn to not care about as much. But I've seen how it kind of affects like everything around me. Like I feel like it's affected like my relationship, like my family. I don't care about seeing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about seeing them. Like the way I see it is like, if you want to see me, like hit me up. Like if you cared about me, then you'd hit me up too. You know?
Yeah, and it's like if there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing.
There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like I just don't like. I don't like forcing things.
Yeah,
like my girlfriend. She'll like something will happen at my house, for example, and she'd be like, "Oh, like why did your mom do that, or why did your cousin do that?" I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
so I'm not asking those questions because I don't give a fuck about their actions. I don't give a fuck about what they were doing. I don't know. I don't care. So she'd be like, "Oh, I just thought I can get some more information." And I'm like, "I'd have zero for you. You'd have to ask that person."
Yeah.
You know? I see it as a positive thing, but also one of those things that I've noticed is not my best trait, but it's worked.
Yeah.
It's
well,
kind of
I think that's the thing is like your bad traits are also the things that help you in certain situations too, right? Yeah, like it's the same thing about being critical about yourself. Like that helps you in more situations than it hurts.
Yeah,
even though you feel depressed sometimes or whatever, you beating yourself up too much. Like like there are times where you can see that somebody cares about this thing so much, and you're just like, yo, this shit doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I have to fake it sometimes.
Yeah, that's bad too. Is when you're like, oh shit, like I have to pretend to care about this, you know, like.
And the only person I should be doing that for is like, people really close to me is pretending to care, you know?
Yeah.
It's just tough. It's
funny. That's kind of like the opposite of what I was just saying about myself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny. I'm one that cares about little details, and you're just like,
Yeah.
But I would say like both. I would say I have like both of
here.
those though, because it's like I'm hard on myself for the things that like I look over for myself. You know, like the things that I'm in control over myself, I'm super critical. But then everything else doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You know?
Yeah, but for me, like it's like the littlest things. Like it's the littlest insignificant things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you forget your wallet. I get fucked. That shit would ruin my day.
Yeah.
You know, I go to the store and forget my wallet. I have to go home. Dude, that shit would just ruin my day. I don't want to do anything today.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I just wasted my time. I hate it. Like, that's such an insignificant thing. Like you forgot your wallet or you lost your debit card or something. Like that would just ruin my day or week when it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Realistically.
No, I get you.
I mean, losing a card.
Maybe just miss or just forgetting it. Whatever.
But even in my life, I lose a card. I'm like, fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Me, I'm like, my day's ruined. Like my day's literally ruined. You know?
But that's how I see it. I see it like, well, shit happens. Like it happens.
I think it's part of my anxiety.
You know?
I guess I just have anxiety about a lot of things. So that's probably why it's like that for me.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And that could add to it, you know?
Yeah.
And for me, I can barely speak. I don't have anxiety, but I have moments where I feel a lot of like pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know? So like maybe like 3 times in a year, I might go through what you may feel when you have those moments. Like I might have 10 of those moments in like a night, but like 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel me? So I get like all that pressure because it's like, it's just weight. It's the weight of me just not giving a fuck for so long where it kind of catches up to you. And then you're up one night and you're like, yo, fuck, it's like 5 a.m. and I'm still thinking about this shit.
Yeah. That's the danger of not caring about shit, because then you start, everything else comes back and you're like, wait, should I cared about this? Should I have cared about this?
Yeah. You got white nipples upon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adult Swim, yeah, they have some random.
Free the
some
nipples
cuts.
are like men, women. Anyways, so fucking distracted here.
But yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those weird things. Yeah, and I hate those moments where I get like really, I'll have a panic attack almost.
Yeah.
Where it's to the point where I'm like, shit, I need to go. I need to go outside. I need to get some marijuana in me or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like feeling that way. And it's a shitty feeling. But it catches up to you. Just not giving a fuck.
Is it like
definitely
work?
catches up to you.
Are those feelings more work related or personal stuff?
It's more personal.
Personal stuff.
It's usually personal stuff. It's
Okay,
like
just wondering.
it's like
I rarely stress about personal stuff.
me like
Honestly.
you guys have heard me several times, like me and my job situations. Everybody knows Jemiah always has a new fucking job. That shit catches up to me sometimes. So I'm like, shit, like I wish I just had a fucking just a regular good paying job so I could just do the shit that I want to do.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. So, and I don't give a fuck because I'm still making basic wage like everybody else out here. And I know, and that's the thing, is about not giving a fuck is I know other people are living the same life.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know it's not just me that's feeling this,
Yeah.
but I know this is my life
Yeah.
and I have to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, understanding other people are in the same situation is a little
Yeah.
more comforting or inspiring. But yeah, you definitely don't want your life to be like other people's lives.
Exactly.
You don't want to be an
and that's
average
what that
Joe.
exactly. I know I don't want to
Right.
be like everybody else, so I shouldn't always
Yeah.
think other people are going through this, even though that is the reality of
That
the
doesn't mean it's
situation.
okay.
Exactly.
That just means like our economy and our way our society is right now is pretty fucked. That's
Yeah.
all that means.
Has
Yeah.
been forever.
When
yeah.
everyone's struggling to just like live,
Yeah.
when that should be
Shit like that.
Like our government should have set this up for us, where it's like, you know, you could work a normal job and be okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I care about. Just being okay.
You're not going to Bahamas every year, but you're okay.
Yeah. You're not worried about basic things. you
Yeah,
know?
if you
I'll-
you've completed your education, you should be able to be okay.
Yeah.
Right?
All I care about is
Can't-
being able to just afford a place to live. That's it. If I can just afford a place to live, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. But realistically, off of basic wages, you are not able
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have to go get your Metro Pass, which is bare. And then you got to pay your phone bill. And if you're not with Freedom, which I am, if you're not with Freedom, that's bare for you.
Yeah.
My Freedom bill is lit right now. It's like $50. And that's because I was just cutting
Toronto's a brutal
costs and shit like that.
I was thinking about this this morning, man. Toronto's just a brutal city.
Yeah, man.
It's actually it's a great city to live if you got shit going on.
Yeah.
But it's a brutal city to live in, yo. It'll eat you up, spit you out. If you try to live here on your own,
Yeah.
like it's fucked.
Yeah.
Like it's fucked because no one wants to give anyone opportunities. It's all nepotism out here.
Exactly.
Fucking rents up the ass. Any kind of real estate's out of your budget unless you're a millionaire.
Exactly.
It's fucked. It's
Yeah,
brutal.
that's what
it's
it is.
really brutal.
Yeah.
You know?
But the positive side to me not giving a fuck is that I'm able to do this shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, because I make time for this stuff because I'm like, you know, it could amount to something. Sooner or later it will. And
Yeah.
that's the one thing with like being a creative or artist or whatever,
Yeah.
is you kind of just learn that, you know, consistency is your best
Yeah.
friend.
That's it. Yeah.
It's like consistency is going to help you out the most.
And that's the one attribute that we all have, and I'm glad we have it, is that we have that consistency. We've said it a million times, but basically, yeah, because a lot of people would have given up or whatever, and that's
Yeah, and that
what's
persistence.
keeping us going.
Yeah.
To be honest. 'Cause
Even just that like vision, the fact that we've never felt that there isn't a way to get to that next step. Like we've always had that next step in front of us and like the 5-year plan, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that part has always changed. And even like the what's coming next has always changed. But like we've always had that, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Here's where we're going to grow. You know?
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
But
that's what kind of
It keeps
makes
me
you forget about everything.
Yeah,
else,
it
or-
keeps me positive,
Yeah.
just knowing that, you know what, no, like I'm making the right decisions, even if I don't feel like it in the moment.
Exactly. Yeah.
I know this will work out most likely better, and if not, yo, man's already talked about the carpeting and the plumbing company.
Yeah.
We'll get that started up
I got
immediately.
You got
you know?
backups. I got backups.
Yeah, bro.
That's like backups, like life hits you in the face backup, but you know,
Yeah.
for the time being.
And that's the thing is like that's the other part of it too is like I know it's not like you don't look at it like, oh man, we could have been plumbers right now and been making that money rather than 10 years. Like, no, I wouldn't be happy right now if I was making that money.
If I was just making that money being a plumber.
But 10 years from now, if we did it because we did all this and it didn't work out, then I know I'll be happy because I'm like, yeah, we gave that shit a shot, bro.
That's the one thing, I'm happy about it because nobody could ever question that I didn't chase what I wanted to chase at the bare minimum, even if this shit, for whatever reason, even though it is working out, it doesn't work out. If it doesn't work out, then I'm like, whatever. At least I did it. More than half of you are too pussy to even tell your parents you don't want to do something that they want you to do. So, don't talk to them.
The telling your parent telling your parents thing is like already like fucking step one. Step one. That's what I meant to say. You know, one of the first steps.
Yeah, people can't do that because they're not comfortable in their own skin and they're not comfortable with growth and trying to figure out who they are.
Yeah.
I still don't fully know who I am, but I'm very comfortable in my skin. I know my faults. I know the good. I know the bad about me.
And some of that is on the parents too, who they were too pussy to go after what they wanted. Exactly. So now they're putting it on their kids to like,
very true.
Be strict from day one and just go to school and shit.
Don't make the same mistakes I did. I was a failure.
Yeah,
you're gonna be a failure. So don't try to do your dreams.
Yeah.
Just do what I'm doing. Either do the same job I'm doing.
Exactly.
Or do some traditional
and I guess
job,
from that
doctor,
perspective you can see
dentist,
it. It's like,
whatever.
Like if that person, that parent, they fell into whatever they did because they kind of had to, whether they had to support a family or the thing that they tried to do didn't work out and they switched to that, and then they think that their kid, if they get in from what they're doing from the beginning, then they would be even more successful. Yeah, it makes sense. But like if your kid isn't interested in that and you weren't interested in it either, you got into it because you just had to, then what do you think? What makes you think that your kid is going to be interested in it as well?
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's like, it's both. It's like whether you make it or whether you have kids and they make it or whatever, like just realize that everybody's their own person, and you as your own self, you have to make your own decisions, whether that is against what your parents, wishes. That's up to you at a certain point, and like how much you care, or how much you believe in what you can do.
And what you can do.
Yeah.
And even, we can even talk about just people that are attracted to the same sex or whatever. The same thing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's the same type of deal. Like you have to be comfortable in your skin and what you believe and who you love, and be able to express that to other people openly to actually, get those rewards. It's I don't know. It's almost like when they say you need to love yourself before you can like be loved.
Yeah, it's it's so simple, but it's facts though.
It's really simple, but a lot of people don't get that. Like they think they do and they don't, because they go into a relationship a lot of the time with 1,000 insecurities and they put stuff onto their partner.
Yeah.
And this and that.
It's upsetting. Yeah, because you can see those people who haven't evolved emotionally, or like they haven't matured from their high school relationship.
Exactly.
So they kind of carry those same
same
things,
shit. Yeah.
Because they never have like downtime. They're always in between partners. It's like as soon as they break up, it's the next one and then the next one. They never have like 6 months, a year, 2 years to themselves where they like just have time with themselves, figure out who they are,
what you like.
Yeah.
Why
and
you do the stupid shit that
you can
do.
grow with people. Yeah, obviously you can grow with your partner and stuff like that for sure, right? But like you still have to know that separation, like know who you are and all of that, right?
Yeah, I think everyone, if possible, unless you have a great relationship through your 20s, I think everyone should have a year or two in their 20s where they're single.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think that's healthy. If
I try to tell people
it works
that all
out
the time.
that way for you.
I try to tell people that all the time that I know that are like in relationships and they get out of them, or not even in relationships, where they have like fuck buddies or whatever. And you know how it always ends with fuck buddies. If both of you aren't actually mature and on the same page, then none of that's just actually gonna work. And somebody's catching feelings. Yeah. So then it just gets weird because somebody's catching feelings and you might not be on the same page.
Yep.
So yeah, take that time to yourself and just don't fuck around with nobody.
Yeah.
I know how crazy that sounds, and we are just talking about nuts and shit earlier. But like, just don't. Like, just take a year, at least 6 months, like, and just be alone. Like, be alone by yourself for a long time.
Yeah.
Still live your regular life, but when you go home, just
listen to silence.
Disconnect.
You know, like
Yeah,
like,
man.
know what it's like to like nothing is stimulating you.
Yeah,
like,
man.
As an only child, I've practiced this my whole life.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Low key.
That's why like I appreciate my high school days because that's all I did. I just chilled.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you guys like earlier in the podcast days when we first started this, like I would just sit at the bus stop and wait. I just sit at the bus stop, just fucking let 10, 20 buses go by and be like, all right, I'll go home now.
Yeah.
And I just sit there, just sitting there in silence. I might listen to some music, and that's it. And I just go home. People are like, yo, are you leaving? Nah. I don't want to be around
Yeah,
nobody.
Be going, like,
Nah.
the buses were crowded.
People are
after school
going
anyway.
home. They're coming back to the area. Wait, you're still here? Yeah. Shit, that's crazy, bro. Man, I thought I was weird, but I was ahead of the game.
Things like that, like crowded buses, like that can kill your vibe. But
Yeah.
an empty bus,
An empty bus is orgasmic.
yeah.
Oh, that's
bus
some
is nice.
that's some dopamine right there.
An empty bus is sick. Actually.
And sometimes
is.
all you need to
Yeah.
do is wait for the next one, or wait, a couple minutes,
Exactly.
10 minutes, 20 minutes.
You know, every man when school's done is trying to hop on that first bus,
Yep.
and I'm like, yo, you fucking noobs, like,
Yeah.
fucking rookies. You don't even know. If you just wait for the
the Morningside bus,
The third
empty?
bus, maybe.
That's like kind of a chill ride.
oh,
All
when
the
you
way
get the
to
one
Kennedy.
when you get the 116 empty,
The 116, yes, empty to Kennedy
Orgasmic,
or wherever
yeah.
you're going.
Yeah.
and you only have a few people coming on, and they're like getting off at Kingston or some
Exactly. Yeah.
It's usually at like 1 a.m.
shit. Yeah.
But
I've had those ones during the day. In the middle of the day, though, when everybody's at school, you're passing by Wilfrid Laurier, nobody's outside because everybody's locked
Yeah.
up.
There's a couple of kids,
Yeah,
skipping,
smoking some weed at the front.
Yeah.
yeah,
But man, I love me an empty bus, yo. An empty bus will change your life for sure, yo.
Yeah.
It just gets you into those nice reflective moods, yo. And then that's when you learn the most about yourself because you start thinking about why am I like this? Why do I do the shit that I do?
Yeah.
And you might not even change those things, but at least you know.
Yeah, like that's the thing. If you don't like yourself when you're alone with your own company, then there's probably things that you need to change.
Yeah,
and
'cause
it's
somebody's not gonna like to be alone with you.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not just about you. Yeah, it's about you. If you hate yourself, then people probably can't stand you. Like because you have the most tolerance for you, no matter what. You're probably you're your biggest critic and your biggest fan, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
people say,
Exactly.
right?
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I can spend all day by myself
Oh, man, I love
for a
it.
bit, not
That's why.
not like weeks upon end. But
Yeah. Sometimes I'll miss people. Sometimes I
Yeah,
wanna go hang out with a 1-2 people.
yeah.
That's why.
normal.
That's why it sucks like not living here anymore. Because before me and Kevin would just chill whenever.
Yeah.
I just hit up, be like, "What are you saying?" He's like, "Nothing." I'm like, "All right, pulling up." But
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we're just gonna sit here, and we could sit. Me and Kevin could sit down here in the basement, and not speak a word to each other, and I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. Yo.
Yeah. That's part of it. You can tell there's people like that who you can tell that they need to talk because they're not comfortable with the silence. They're not comfortable
Yeah.
with like,
I have friends
Yeah.
like
being
that.
in their
I have
being
friends
in
like that
their
even
head,
one-on-one when I'm hanging out with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Same.
I just want to
same.
like watch a show and
They gotta
motherfuckers wanna
talk.
talk over the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm on my phone for a quick sec. Wants to keep talking.
And they just
I'm
keep
like,
talking,
shit,
keep
bro.
talking.
Or like the conversation's clearly dead. There's
Yeah.
nothing to
And
talk
they want to
about.
just start up a next one. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's cool, yo. Like you can sit in silence for a little bit with me. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
This is not awkward to me. The talking was more awkward than anything.
Yeah.
I prefer the silence.
It seems forced.
It's like that
Yeah.
meme when you're already on your 8th, that's crazy, and they're still talking.
Yeah. Facts, bro. You know how many times I've said that's crazy, and you're just looking at your phone scrolling through your shit. Really, yo, that's fucking crazy, man.
And then you try to like put a little sauce on it, like, yo, that's crazy.
What?
Bro,
Whoa.
and like I don't know how come those people never get the hint, man.
They just don't. Yo.
I don't
They
get
keep
it.
Talking,
It goes
yo.
over their head. Your closest friends even. will get
Yeah,
the, hint,
the only
bro.
people I accept that from are like the fucking buckties that talk to you at a park. Yo, like,
yeah.
They eventually go away.
yeah, and they'll eventually get the point themselves, and they'll be like, "All right, dude," or you'll just get up and you'll find a moment where you could leave.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're totally fine.
And they're
with
fine
it.
with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're cool with
They're
it.
cool. Like
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, all right, bro. Have a great day, man. And you're like, yeah, oh,
Because they're gonna go talk
Me
to
too,
the
man.
next man anyway, so it
Exactly.
doesn't matter. Yeah,
those are the only people that I could have one of those moments with that.
And they sometimes because you don't know what they're gonna say, so sometimes they come with some random shit. You're like, yo, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
actually.
sometimes they'll actually some funny shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I could actually talk about this stuff.
Usually they come with you and rage about politics or some shit.
Yeah, it's usually politics.
Or some fucking
The last
shit.
the last guy I talked to, he's talking to me about COVID and shit like
It's
that.
gonna be about COVID or
Yeah.
Doug Ford or
Yeah.
masks.
Yeah.
And he's talking
Some shit.
Yeah.
He spent some facts though. I was like, shit, bro. I was like, yo, fuck.
Or a conspiracy or something.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, man.
Those are the types of people who call into like, what's that, 1080, like the news
Yeah,
channels.
the 1080
Yeah, and like
on the AM.
because I can't stand those. Like, I don't understand those people who like. It's like, all right, yeah, we're talking about Doug Ford. Like, who wants to talk about this shit? And the people just come on. They just have like
So
a
much
spiel
to
ready
say.
to go, but they're not actually saying anything.
Yeah.
They're just saying like, man, all the government, like the politics are all fucked up here, and like they're just talking because they just want to hear themselves.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Oh, before we close off the podcast,
Yep.
a pet peeve of mine is when people talk about the same shit everyone's been talking about. For example, like COVID.
Yeah.
The other day I had to call out my mom. Like, she's over here talking about, it just doesn't make sense, this lockdown. Like, I just don't understand what. And I'm like, dude,
Mans have been talking about that.
We've had this conversation since
we've had
March.
this you've been watching. I see you watching the news. This is not information that you're just getting from anything. Come on, man, fix up. Like, talk about something else. Like, figure it out. Like, nobody knows what's going on. I had to tell her, I'm like, yo, you sound like one of the people on the news or the radio or some shit.
It's funny. COVID in 2020, COVID must have been like the most used small talk,
Yeah.
like
For sure,
form
yeah.
of small talk ever. So like, the COVID, lockdown messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. The virus. Oh, vaccine.
Yep.
Like that's like everyone's
No longer the weather.
That's everyone's go-to small talk right now.
Yeah.
I've noticed. It's just really funny.
And it's fine. Like, it's you get it out the way one time.
But
And that's it. That's all I want to do.
It's just it's just an interesting small talk topic right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, no one's talking about sports or whatever. People are talking about COVID.
Yeah.
When we went to Maryland,
Like-
that's the first thing when Matthew came and picked us up. We're like, yo, what's good? You know, after how's everything
Started
going?
talking about COVID, right?
We started talking about COVID
Right.
for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's just because he's in America
Yeah.
and we're in Canada. So
Yeah.
he didn't know what was going on with us. We didn't really know what was going on there.
Yeah.
And that was one of those times where I actually had a good conversation about COVID.
Yeah, that's fine because
from a
it's like
different
you're actually
perspective.
different perspectives. But like when it's two people from Toronto, like you're talking about the same shit that
I'm like, yeah.
you got the same news from the same place.
It's a pointless
We
conversation.
live in the
Yeah.
same house. Like I could hear what you're listening
It's
to.
about as pointless as talking about the weather. Yo, it's sunny today. Great, yeah.
This Ford guy, and I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, get out of here. Yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, wanna end the pod here today?
Yeah, let's end it here.
Yeah, let's end it here. Thank you guys for listening. Please make sure to check out Toronto Uprising playlist. Also, make sure you checking out Wave Art Collective Fellowship is going on right now.
Yeah.
Photographers and writers, right?
Yeah, if you're an emerging writer or photographer and you got an idea that you want to complete this winter,
What's the age? 17 to 24.
24, yeah.
And when does it end? The
It's
application deadline?
January 6th is the deadline.
Cool. So, that's actually a couple
You
weeks.
guys have about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a month. So yeah, check that shit out for sure. Or if you're not even interested yourself, let a friend know. And yeah, was
It's
anything
free,
else to
right?
touch on?
It's free and you get paid. $250.
Dude, you get paid to learn, bro.
Yeah,
Free
it's actually
education.
pretty lit.
Free education because can I just quick rant? There's
Go
so
for
many
it.
motherfucking courses on the internet teaching you how to do photography and stuff and writing for thousands.
Yep.
Yep,
These guys are doing it for free. Okay?
and they're paying you.
And you get to connect. There's networking involved.
Yep.
They're paying you. There's
get
networking
published- you get
involved.
published in a book.
You get published in a book.
Yep.
A lot of opportunities.
There's a bunch of shit there for
there.
free.
Lots of opportunities.
Literally
there.
for free.
Also,
So
if you guys want, if anybody wants to be an intern for the podcast, we are looking for an intern for the podcast. Also, just an intern overall, Lost in Nostalgia wise, Wave wise, everything wise, our umbrella wise. If you want to be part of the bigger picture with us and our team and our people, we are looking for bodies as well. So we've already had a 1-2 submission. Definitely looking for some more. So yeah, we're looking for editors. If you're kind of proficient or reasonable in Premiere, cool.
looking someone who has a decent amount of knowledge in Premiere.
Yeah, like you don't have to be crazy.
Yeah.
Just if you can edit a couple of videos in a reasonable amount of time, that's what we're trying to do. and we'll kind of lead you.
If you've been using Premiere for about a year, or more, then that's good. Yeah.
Looking for videographers, photographers, just especially for the podcast and for any shoots that we do have for like behind the scenes. If you want to help out with the podcast, actually recording the podcast, timing out our stuff so we actually have a fucking actual, shit that we can actually go off of when we actually do the cuts for the podcast, then people can help out for that. And then social media. So if you want to help out with social media, that means making content for social media as well, let us know.
If you need an internship for your school, If you're in a program,
we got hours.
We'll add those hours.
Yeah,
we'll be part of those hours. So if you need that to graduate, for the small amount of people that are doing that, then that's something we'll offer as well.
Yep, we got you for the hours. So you just guys let us know. Send us an email to contact@LostInNostalgia, and through that we'll just send it off to whoever. So it could be for the podcast, it could be for Lost in Nostalgia. We'll even send it to Kevin Sampreeth for Wave if they need any extra bodies or help. Just send it to contact@lostnostalgia.co. Other than that, I think I kind of touched on everything. Oh yeah, Twitch. Follow us on Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/lostinnostalgia.
Yeah, that'd be nice to get popping.
Yeah. We'll get the live streams going. We can run some games soon. I was playing Among Us the other day, so that was lit. But yeah, thanks for listening to the pod. This was Lost in Talks, episode 61. Hope you guys enjoy the outro, the new intro.
Jeez.
The name tags that popped up on the screen earlier.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow the Mandem too, because now you can actually see that again. All right, I think we're done. Later.